Hi, I'm Rob, and this is Gems of War. Day 2 of Guild Wars, and today is Green Day. OK start. Started 5-0-5-0. Yesterday's Red Day was particularly fun. I done all the battles in something like 7 minutes 51. I actually calculated the game time to be a really aggressive Centurion team that worked particularly well for forward battles, and I did change it for one. But yeah, that was a lot of fun yesterday. But let's see what today brings. In Herald at the moment, everyone's doing pretty good overall. So we're Man of Bombers and in bracket 2. Still got a lot of people in our team, in our guild to play yet. So hopefully we'll jump up them rankings a little bit later. But yeah, let's see what we have today. Yorkie. Leonis Tower, Moonsinger, Doomed, Libram, Leprechaun. This is a tricky little team. Leprechaun's going to explode all the gems, green gems from the start to boost up their team. Or Moonsinger will convert purple to green. The idea is they get their Doomed Libram up, which then creates a load of green gems and skulls because you create 6 for every green enemy. They know it's Green Day, so that's going to be a lot. The maximum amount you can possibly do. This one plus 10 as well, so it's already maxed out. That is particularly damaging. And this is why I love Guild Wars, because some people may find this really irritating, but I actually love it. My normal counter to this kind of team is simply to entangle the first enemy. If the first enemy is entangled, or you can start an archer class where they start entangled, for example, then they can cast as many skulls as they like, and that will do virtually no damage. But they've got Leonis Tower in first place, which is a pretty smart move, because it is invulnerable. It's immune to all status effects, so it can't be entangled. So there's no way of stopping that way. If it gets to cast their Doomed Libram, it's going to create a load of skulls, and they will hit because we cannot entangle this thing. As well as that, it's hard to kill, so it reduces damage from skulls by 50% as well. So this kind of team is way too risky. We need to shut down their Doomed Libram, stop that from casting basically as soon as possible, and get rid of their tower, because that skull defense is that 50% reduction is extremely effective. So I think I've got a team. You can go with something like Spirit Fox to slow it down, take away the mana from one or the other, but if you take it away from Leprechaun, it's going to cast Moonsinger, and that could still be lucky. So on the go with a Siege Breaker team here. I think I want to take out that Leonis Tower as fast as possible. Siege Breaker is the way to go. Just put Siege Breaker into your search bar, see who you've got, and obviously match the colour to the colour of the day. And that is going to do enough damage. So she's on, Ruby Tressa is on 5 times power because she's mythic. So that's going to do 5 times that damage, which is what, 170, 275 odd. So that's plenty. So no worries there. I can get her charged up. The good thing I like about her is she starts battles with 50% mana. So she's really close to getting charged. And the order I want to do this in is not actually cast that straight away, because if they get their Doomed Libram up, then obviously auto skulls will still apply when Moonsinger is next in line. So I need to get Essence of Evil and Ruby Tressa charged up at the same time. I need to cast Essence of Evil on their Doomed Libram to shut that down, and then get rid of their Siege Breaker, their tower, with my Siege Breaker, and take it from there. And Flaming Oni is in this team because he also provides mana via that explosion, and has a really cool summon as well should things go particularly pear-shaped. And Leprechaun provides the typical quick start. And we're in a Thief class for this. Start battles with 50% mana. Really important to have that fast start. Hunter's Mark, a random enemy on 4 or 5 of a kind, is cool. Backup can be useful. Stealthy, I want to be stealthy. Want to make sure that we cannot be targeted. You know, if I don't die, there will be a chance to shut down their main weapon. So this is the strategy I'm going to go with on this. I'm starting with a Nosha, a Medal of Anu, and Orpheus. Arnu is partly wasted, to be honest, because we have a full start here, 50% start here, 50% start here, but flaming Oni is quite important, so I'll leave it as it is. The banner, double check this, is +2, is that right? Let me just check on this. What are we using? Green, blue, red, brown, not using yellow. See if we can improve on that. Not really, because green is really important. Absolutely want green. I'm not too worried about Oni's spell, so let's take a look at this. That is that's pretty good. Just check the other option, which is red. No, prefer the other one. But that is only for Ruby Tressa, that blue. Ooh! Choices, choices. Decisions, decisions. No, that was my instinct to go with that one, so that is one I'm going to stick with. Alright, let's dive in, see what we can do. Right, we are frozen on green, which is annoying. So even if I take this extra turn, we're still going to lose a turn, and there's purple absolutely everywhere for their Moonsinger. So my best bet here is to cast Leprechaun and hope good stuff happens. We've got an extra turn out of it, so that is okay. Settle for that. Still not got our Essence of Evil up, and there's not enough green here to make it work. There's 1, 2, 3, 6. Now we're short, damn. Because when you explode the gems, you only get half of the mana generated. So that is not enough to get that charge. We can take out their tower. That's not a bad shout. There's not that many green there for Leprechaun to cast. Moonsinger, purple to green. Is that any good for him? No. Nope. So I think we take out their tower. Kaboosh! Right, that is an okay result. Still not out of the woods because they're still dangerous. All the while this is there. We need to get that thing shut down. We need green, but only trouble with casting Ruby Tressa there obviously was now we've used her spell. We need green again to get her charged up because she's now mana blocking Essence of Evil. So this next move is quite important. This is still not a thing. Cast a Leprechaun, they're going to get some value out of it, but not tons. Bizarrely, by taking this purple, could drop down something which actually does them a favour. I feel like that is my best move. Don't want to cast Flaming Oni. There's not enough green there to get big benefit from that, relying on a lot of luck, and I could set them up a whole lot more. So I'm going to do that. Okay. That's better. At least now I can cast my Flaming Oni if there's no 4 matches anywhere and get a lot more benefit from that. And they've taken away the purple. And let's use these greens for myself. And hopefully we'll get a little bit of jam with it. Jam as in luck, not of the strawberry or raspberry or whatever your particular favoured flavour is of jam. Now I feel like we have to go for this now. Yeah, let's take that away. Let's get our Essence of Evil charged up. They got a little bit of fortune there, but we survived. Now we can shut down their book. We're about to lose that, but we've got a summon with Flaming Oni, so all is not lost. That is literally why he was there. I'll take this first though, because the Moonsinger is Hunter's marked, so they're going to take extra damage from that skull. I want to get rid of that weapon though before it gets recovered. So for that reason, I am going to take the skull hit again, I think. That's going to set them up on a 4-match on blue, which they don't need. So it's not disastrous to do that. Unless I can create a 4-match somewhere else, which I don't think I can. I can take it this way. Alright, let's get our troop back. There's no skull matches there. Toad Squeezer. Tower's already gone, but he's another Siege Breaker, particularly good on Red and Blue Day that time. Come on, want a couple of skull hits now. This is going to do extra damage to their tower anyway, because of all the effects of Essence of Evil. I'm not completely opposed to the idea of casting my Leprechaun again, even though there's not much green there. They're scattered about. I think we take the damage while we can. 84, we get an extra turn as well. Now let's see if we get a little bit of fortune here. Not really. Luckily they're entangled, so they've done nothing there, and we're now enchanted, so we'll be ready next turn. So we'll be ready to shut down their book again. Timing couldn't have been any better. And see you later. Alright, pulled this one out of the bag. Unless Leprechaun does the most unlikely comeback of literally all time. 58, how about that? See ya, mate. Yeah, come here. Right, 3,211 points from that game. Right, fight 2 against Kimmy 500. Oh, same again. Okay. This time they're in Elementalist class. So for that reason, I am going to double up on my Orpheus medals. Just going to swap out that one there. So I've got 2 times Orpheus medals now. Doesn't mean say you get a 20% chance of getting cleansed, by the way. It means you get 2 separate 10% chances, which mathematically is a little bit lower than a solid 20%. Okay, so Kimmy, with your bunny ears and your ram on your shoulder. It's an interesting look. Alright, so let's have a go again. I am taking a slight risk here with no actual cleanse in the team. But again, this team is too dangerous to risk it on. Got this converter this time, yellow to green at the same time, so it's super close to the last team. But yeah, same theory, hopefully the same result. And we're frozen on the hero again. I'll be lucky. At least we get some red without a freeze. We might get some lucky drops from that, which we don't. Again, for the reason of being frozen on green, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to cast this. Actually, I might take that. Hang on. Purple to green, let's have a look first, because if there's nothing doing for them after I take that, that is on the side, it is much more easier to predict the drops. You'll be really unlucky for something to come down this side if nothing else is going to work for their conversions. So purple to green is okay. And yellow to green, again is okay. So I'm going to go back on what I just said. I'm not going to cast Leprechaun. I'm going to take this. Because we'll be very, very unlucky for them to get something which drops down, which aids their conversion. Right. That's annoying that we've been webbed. Again, further good defense for this. I don't know if it's fluke or whether they actually predicted somebody might use a siege breaker. So it's countering my counter of my counter, and now they're countering my counter, or something like that. But I love it. I love it when it does this sort of thing. Do like a nice tough battle. Alright, now they've still got their purple to green. Is that any good? No, it isn't. Now the enemy does tend to, or the AI rather, does tend to cast mana's troops that have fully got their mana ready. So he's going to cast that, I predict. The purple to green does nothing, so I will give him a wallop with this, even though it's going to reduce, you know, they've got 50% skull reduction. Oh, shall I get my Essence of Evil up? It's so important. Now I think I've got to get my Essence of Evil going. It's absolutely key to everything. And we got hit with that, so that was annoying. But right, we've been cleansed on this, so I think we have to go for it, providing this is an okay cast for us. Purple to green, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks safe. Not seeing anything. So I'll get rid of their siege breaker. Got an extra turn here, but we haven't at the same time because we're frozen on it. So for that reason, I'm going to bash their hero. Flaming Oni is up. That was a nice bonus skull hit. We're going to need to take this one next. Not so worried about their Moonsinger getting up all the while their hero is entangled. Not enough green dotted about really. It's enough. Well, it's not too bad, but you can get lucky with it. I can do some damage. I can hit their hero with Ruby Tressa. It's going to do extra damage because of all the effects of Essence of Evil. Or shall I try and get my weapon ready again? I think I need to get my weapon ready again. Decisions. Okay, we've got a really lucky extra turn there. That was a bonus. Now their hero is soon going to be in the firing line because this damage from this skull plus what Ruby Tressa does will be enough to sort out their Moonsinger. Right, that is not too bad. I'll take it here because I'm going to get the skull hit from this, then this... No, I won't, because as soon as I take that, that's going to drop down further, so ignore that, but I'll take it this way anyway. Yeah, you and your annoying web. Still going to take a massive hit from this, though. What should I do it this way? Get purple as well, which I don't use, but hey ho. So I don't want to drop that one down, start giving them extra turns. Because suddenly the AI looks to recover miraculously sometimes, exactly when it needs to. And all going good so far. It's a little bit slow, but it's a, it's a very dangerous team, this one. You can't do no chicken counting. Don't count them chickens. I should save this really for putting it on this again in case it recovers. In fact, I am going to play it safe and put it on them again. That resets the cumulative effects from that, because that would have been on, what, 40-50% chance now to either die or recover because of the way it works. By reapplying it on the troop, basically they've been set back to 10% chance, and the 10% chance to recover has actually come in straight away. So what do I know? All I do know is I'll get this and my Essence of Evil will be ready to go again. But I can do it this way instead and still get the energy required. Energy? Mana. They're going to... I might let them burn to death on the next turn just for being so annoying. Right, I'm going to put that on you and you can burn. There you go. And we change them to a toad absolutely straight away. Slowing things down again a little bit. I suppose I can cast Flaming Oni because it's not going to need this summon anymore. It's going to do 61 damage, so yeah, it's nearly dead. One more skull hit or something will do, and there it is. Alright, that was a little bit slower, that one, but you know, I like to play it safe against them teams. Them teams can go wrong for you really, really quickly. That was 1,339 points. Right, Tango. You want to dance? Emerald Tear, Gobtruffle, Mistralis, Moonsinger. Gains a life. Boosted by Enchanted. We know about King Gobtruffle doing damage all over the place. Mistralis, Super Dangerous, and Moonsinger converting. How shall I go about this? No, I'm not too worried about trying to convert their stuff away. I might give this a whirl. I was playing around with this team last night. It was really, really effective. It's got a lot of things I like in a Guild Wars team. We've got the fast mana start with a Leprechaun. Now it's weird with him in top spot, but it does kind of work. We've got a mana generator and a summoner with a Koboltine wand, and we've got that one, so it doesn't mana block Yao Guai. Yao Guai, super dangerous, is mythic all in but name. Steals life from the first enemy when matching red gems, and deals a really good amount of damage boosted by his life, and transforms purple to red, and that can obviously be an extra turn sometimes, which is good. We've got King Avalon giving elves a 50% start, and has a summon as well. So we've got a couple of summons. There's no cleanse in this right now, but the only thing they start with is their Frost Mage start by freezing somebody at the start. Snap freeze. But I feel like this is a pretty good team. This doesn't rely on extra turns as such. It relies on heavy damage. So the banners for this one are +2 green, +2 red, -1 purple. No, Leprechaun uses purple, but that +2 green, +2 red for Yao Guai and the rest of the team is really, really handy. And we're going to be in Archer class because we're going to entangle the first troop at the start. Start with 50% mana. Hunter's Mark is really cool as well. There's Root Trap, entangling the first enemy at the start. And Nature's Aura, creating a leaf storm at the beginning. Wall of Vines, Dodge, and Harvest Moon. I'm not 100% set on this, so, you know, but I'm going to go for it. Let's see what we can do. So, not particularly favourable on the starting board there. They're going to convert purple to green. They've got a little bit of value there, but not much else apart from that unless they get some lucky drops after that. But there is a green storm, so I don't want to actually cast Leprechaun because there's not that much value in this for me. And with a green storm, that can drop down a load more green, which is going to make Moonsinger's cast even better. So for that reason, I will try and get my Koboltine wand up while making sure I don't align any purple to green for them at the same time. I wouldn't mind just messing this up a little bit, but there's no real way of doing that. Just got to work this out, because if I take this blue, which is one of my favoured ones, it's going to drop that green down to there. If I'm unlucky and the wrong colour drops there, they're going to get an extra turn out of that. So if I take this one, purple goes to there, and that should be technically safer. I didn't cast Moonsinger anyway, so hey ho. Let's go. Okay. We've been cleansed, so this is good. Got to look out for purple to red now. Any purple to red alignment, you can cast Yao Guai straight away and do some mega damage, knowing you're getting an extra turn out of it at the same time. But we haven't got that anymore. So no need to take this. We'll cast Yao Guai anyway. Now the great thing about having Koboltine Wand in his team as well is it explodes red. So all those red that we got left behind when we cast Yao Guai, they're now there again for us to cast, and we'll feed straight back into Yao Guai. All we've got to do now is hope that their Gob Truffle doesn't loop endlessly and magically by itself till we are all dead. Because that would be really annoying. Either that, or I could cast Leprechaun, knowing that I am going to pick up a load of stuff for Yao Guai. That is actually a better cast, he says, and it wasn't. Okay. Alright, let's cast Koboltine Wand. Lost one of my summoners, so that was particularly bad. That's the best I could do on that, really. Right, I need to get somebody back in the game. For this one, I am going to get blue and green. Right, there's a lot of purple there. Let's look around for purple to red. Come on, yes, there it is. Once you've got that, you know you're going to get a good result with Yao Guai. Even though there's now no purple to red alignment, you can still take this if you're not frozen on anybody on red, because you're going to boost his power up, but that's going to be plenty anyway. We can take that anyway, and we nearly got lucky there, but it's going to feed into him a little bit anyway, and do want to get rid of that Gob Truffle. Now it's time to use our summoner, I think, to... Oh, it's just tempting now to get rid of Mistralis while I can. I think I can't say no to that, really, to be honest. In fact, that's even better. An extra turn first. Their hunter's marked, but we're not going to take him out of one go. So it's safe to cast this first. Want him maimed. Want to give him some damage. Want to give him more than a scratch, but I don't want to kill him because I want to cast my Koboltine Wand first to get my extra troop back. So at least finish with a full roster of troops. Is this going to be enough? No. But do that first, then it will be. And that's going to bring the skull down. And that is death with a full roster of troops. 3 out of 4 charged. Okay, not too shabby. That was 1,472. Hey, fight forward against Dixie. Dixie. We have Emerald Tear again. Queen Beatrix, Bestralis, Mercy. Okay, a lot of danger here. Gives us life, creates green, boosted by enchanted allies. Mestralis will enchant all allies simply by getting a 4 or 5 gem match. Mercy, if she gets the chance, she'll start with full mana, so that does tend to cast straight away. She's going to cleanse everybody straight away, as well as give them a life and convert a purple or transform purple to yellow, which is going to feed Mestralis and this, which is going to get the bee going, because she's going to become enchanted, because these are bound to be a 4 match somewhere at some point. So this team may work, but don't entirely like it. Yeah, I think I prefer this more. With Spirit Fox, we start with full banner as well, and we can take away Mercy from doing that damage, and that cleanse straight away. So with an Archer class, because I'm going to have Root Trap, that Root Trap will stay on Dixie's first troop there. As well as that, we have Arachnian Weaver, which will web the entire team when we get to cast that, which is going to reduce their damage output massively. But we don't want Queen Beatrix being able to get a 4 match and cleanse the whole team simply by getting a 4 match. So I'm going to want to chuck Essence of Evil on her as soon as possible. So that is my theory on this in Archer class. Start with 50% mana, 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal is really cool. Root Trap really important. Nature's Aura is really cool. That are the main ones. And the banner would be +2 green, +1 purple, -1 red. So that's the theory. Let's hope it works. Right, nothing doing on any 4 matches anywhere. So let's check this first. It's not always necessary, unless you really want the entangle on it, which is handy, but this is not a skull-based team, so it's not essential. I'm going to check for this first. Purple to yellow. Okay, a little bit of value there. But that is kind of it. In fact, if she does that there, she'll be setting me up to take that for my Weaver, which would be very tasty. Thank you very much. So go on. Go on then, Mercy. Do me a big old favour, if you don't mind. She didn't. How annoying is that? Honestly, probably 19 times out of 20, the troops with full mana cast absolutely straight away. But the one time, I really wanted them to be nice and just feed me straight away. It said no. Not happening, mate. I suppose I can get my Essence of Evil up, which is key. Just double check this. Purple to yellow. A little bit of value there. I'm not going to freak out about that. But that is about it, really. Nothing too bad. I'll take that. Right, they're nearly getting going now, so really need to shut that bee up. Right, bee, take that. No cleansing for you. Let's web the rest of the team, which is going to hinder their magic output massively. Let me just check first, make sure there's not any super value in this. This will give me brown as well. No, I need to get them webbed. When they're webbed, the damage output goes right down because the magic is reduced to 0. So now it's deal 4 splash damage to enemies. She's like deal 6 true scatter damage. It's nothing. Even the life that they give on something like this is now reduced to zip. Nothing. Nil pois. How much damage is this? Removes yellow. Sometimes you can use this to your advantage, even though it's a colour that Arachnian Weaver uses. Sometimes you can make a 4-match out of it by taking it away from somewhere, which is not there at the moment. But just to explain that, just pretend that this was brown and these two weren't there, so it didn't make a match. You'd remove that if it was yellow, say for example, and then that would drop that down and make a 4-match. That is obvious to most people. Really want to get my Weaver up again. Not too worried about the hero weapon, to be honest. Now we've got our Essence of Evil ready again, but I'm going to save that for the moment, just in case their B recovers. Now what I can do here, because my Weaver is up, I can cast this on Mercy, which will bring her life down to within range for Arachnian Weaver to kill, and then that means she explodes a load of gems. So I think I'm going to go with that strategy. I'm quite well set up here. Right now, Weaver is going to get rid of Mercy. Just make sure there's no other better moves first. Quite keen to take this skull hit on them. And that is absolutely superb. I think that must have been the 15% chance to kill come in, because I don't think they were hunted marked. So that's where the bullseye is pretty handy. In fact, I'm going to hit B with this as well, because she is hunters marked and everything. In fact, oh no, I thought I was going to make an extra turn for a minute, because you take this skull, this drops purple down to there, which gets rid of them, which drops them to there, but that is a Doom Skull, which means it's going to explode. So that won't quite happen, but it's still not a bad move anyway. Oh, Mistralis got a cheeky cleanse and cast, but we'll chuck that on her instead. Now we'll get rid of Mercy, and that is game. And it was 1,633 points of Guild Warsness. Space Wolf is next. Oh, I fought this guy quite recently because I remember the name. I thought it was quite a cool name, and I still do. And he's Paragon again, so obviously it means business. Oh, this is a bit nasty. Tannenbaum, awesome troop. 100 damage to an enemy, pull them to the front, and entangle them. That is horrible. And then deal triple skull damage versus entangled enemies. And reduce damage from skulls by 33%. And impervious. It's like, how good is that? That's a fantastic troop. Gimlet is going to transform all green to brown, enrage, and give 63 life to the first ally, as well as start with full mana, so that is a absolute pain. And Writhing Staff deals 83 scatter damage, creates 8 skulls, and entangles the first enemy as well. So they are hell-bent on stopping us doing any skull damage ourselves, while at the same time making sure they dish it out in abundance. And they've also got this. Start battles with full mana and convert all yellow gems to skulls. So we kind of need to entangle them back. So Archer class is good for this. just don't like this very much. This is giving me bother. I think we go with the same team. We've got a couple of chances of a summon there with the Requiem Weaver and a guaranteed one with King Avalorn. If there's any conversions which are unavoidable from the start, I can shot one of them down with Spirit Fox maybe. If we get a lucky start, then we can throw Essence of Evil on the first troop, which is going to stop that triple skull damage, etc. Yeah, I haven't thought about this an absolute ton, but yeah, Elementalist isn't. 4 matches cleansed. No, let's go for it. Too late now. I just thought of a maybe a possible better counter, but I've already pressed start, so there's no going back now. Right, this is a nice start for my Requiem Weaver at least. So, let's take a look. Green to brown. Nothing. Nothing. Green to brown is safe. Yellow to skulls. They've got a 4 match there, which I definitely do not want. There's no way of stopping that directly. I can stop it with my Spirit Fox. We can get unlucky and then drop down some gems, which goes against us. I don't want that. Right. Let's see how it goes. Okay. I've still got transform green to brown. Small amount of value there. Apart from that, not too bad. Good thing about Requiem Weaver is it's going to affect all their team on the bonus part of their spell, if you like. Alright, wouldn't mind messing this up somehow. It's only a little bit of brown, so it's not too bad. No, I'm going to let them do that. Nobody's frozen on anything, so we can take our gem matches absolutely willy-nilly without thought of being frozen. The first troop is enraged, so we do have to be careful of getting hit by skulls now. So I'm going to try and take mana from the side of the board where you can't drop a skull down, something like there, and then they've got a skull match on the next go. So I'm going to prefer to take something from this side if I can. But nothing's particularly doing. And I don't want to take this purple, just in case a skull lands there. And then that is bad news for me. I'd rather take this one, there's better chance of things going right for me. Okay. Basically, if a skull drops there, that's good for me. I want to take this. I really do. I really want to take this. It's green. If a skull drops there, it's good for me. If it drops there, it's bad. Drops there, it's bad. Right. Come on. Whew, got away with it. There, see? That was, bad. At least Requiem Weaver is impervious to that kind of thing. In hindsight, which is a wonderful thing, I maybe should have put him up top. Right. Now I can either take that skull hit. So that's going to be standard damage. But then I'll get my Weaver up. Who's going to again kill that bottom troop. Yeah, I think I have to go with this tactic. Right, they've done that. Fair enough. Right, that's worked out pretty decent. Now, bizarrely, even though I could do this summon, my Weaver is in a really good place in this position right now. Almost want to take advantage of the fact that it gets charged so quickly. So let's do that, see if we get any bonuses. I'm going to do this now. Now we want to get our Weaver up again. I'm going to save this till I think I really need it. I'll take one lot of yellow away. Ah, they didn't take the yellow. That was interesting. So I will gladly take it. They're looking to get their writhing staff up, who is still entangled. I mean, webbed. Alright. Come on, Weaver. What I'll do now... Let's check this quickly first. Green to brown. First glance looks okay. Take away the barrier of their writhing staff using King Avalon, and then hopefully cast Weaver on the next round, which will sort out their hero. But you have to remember that when they're submerged, they are immune to damage to all, which I didn't do. So, instead, right, they're still now going to create 8 skulls, so they're going to get the damage on that. That might have been a bad mistake. Hopefully I'll get away with it. But I've got to roll with the fact and hope that I can survive. Let's get rid of that barrier. Right, okay, that's worked out okay. Kind of got away with that. That was a little mistake there. See you later, mate. Right, there it is. There's another 5-0 day. 1,659 points from that battle. Enjoyed that one. That was a lot to think about, which I like. That gave me a total of 9,314. Nothing fantastic about the score, but that was more about getting a 5-0 win day, I think, than trying to go crazy with the scores, I think. If you went with a typical skull-based team on something like that against them opponents had today, you're going to lose 1 or maybe even 2 if things go against you, which they can do pretty quickly against them teams. So overall, I'm happy with that. If you enjoyed the video, you can share it and tell your guild and things like that, and tell your dog and cat and goldfish and even your budgerigar. I've got nothing against budgerigars. Tell everyone. And hit the like and subscribe button too. Why not? It's free. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time, probably tomorrow for the next Guild Wars day. Bye for now.